NV100plus rapid fire scope. So all mounted up here on the tripod, and I'm excited to try this thing out. First thing you got to do to power it up, you hit this button right here. You see the green LED and it powers right up. After that, you'll want to focus your diopter by turning this ring right here. You'll look in the screen and rotate the diopter adjustment ring until optimal sharpness is achieved. So on daylight mode, I was able to get some video of these ducks at 60 yards, and look at the quality and clarity of that picture from a scope video. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing initially. After dark, I switched over to night mode, which is easy to do with a hold of a button for about 2 seconds. I got this possum at about 45 yards, eating on persimmons. I'm really impressed with how this thing is gathering light and the quality of the picture. So the unit is powered by an 18650 lithium-ion rechargeable battery. It goes in this slot here. You can recharge it by plugging in a mini USB into this slot. You can also use that cable to plug in an external power source to power the unit. So here's some more night mode video of a raccoon. Pretty close range. I'm zoomed in to about 9 power there. I got the IR set on level 4. Here I zoom back out and then I take it back in, just playing with the zoom on the scope. It's 3x12 like I said, and I've only had this scope in my hands about 3 days at this point, and look at the quality of video I'm able to get. You record video on the micro SD card. It'll hold up to 256 gigabyte micro SD that goes in this slot here. So here's a raccoon at 48 yards and a good quality picture. My question is, would you guys be able to shoot this raccoon at this yardage with this scope? I know I wouldn't have any problem. So here's an owl that's going to be about 85 yards. And I'm going to show you what the digital zoom will do. It has a 3x digital zoom, which you can do by pushing this zoom button here on the bottom. And I'm going to zoom it in to 3 times, and here's what the owl looks like then. Now you'll see that flashing. I'll go over that a little bit here shortly. That's just operator error that I learned how to correct later on. Now there's also a parallax adjustment. You can adjust the parallax from 15 up to 300 yards and infinity. This will help you get optimal sharpness on your picture and avoid target errors due to parallax. Okay everybody, don't panic. I'm not going to shoot the eagle. Remember, I still don't have this mounted on a rifle. But I wanted to show you how my reticle's a little bit out of focus here, and I wanted to show you some daylight mode. Now you can adjust the reticle with the dial right here. And if I turn that a little bit, I can bring that reticle into perfect focus, and you'll see I did that here. Now the eagle, he's a little bit out of focus. I got the reticle adjusted. Fine-tuning this for perfect focus takes a little bit of time, but in a hunting situation, most of that's not going to matter if you're just trying to get on target and hit your target. So there's one other adjustment I could make to just fine-tune that, and that's the diopter adjustment that's on the rapid fire scope itself. Now here's a coyote, 80 yards, at a bait station I have. And I was going to tell you about that flashing. So you'll see I zoom all the way in, and now we get this flashing effect, and that's because I have the IR turned up too high. I can adjust the IR right here by zooming it in or out, and that'll change the intensity of how much IR I'm providing. Or there's a button right here that if you push it, it has 6 settings, 1 through 6, of the brightness of the IR. So you'll see what I do here is I'm going to take the IR down to 0 and then bring it back up to about level 3, and that gets rid of that flashing. Here's another coyote, 80 yards. You notice my reticle's a little bit out of focus. In a hunting situation, I probably wouldn't even worry about trying to focus it. I'd just go ahead and shoot this animal. There I got the reticle in really good focus on this owl. Here's a skunk at 63 yards. And another coyote at 80. I can zoom 3 to 12 power. And right here I'm at 12 power on this possum. I'm going to pull it back all the way back to 3 to give you an idea what the 3x12 variable scope will do. Now it has a laser. I haven't quite figured out what I would do with that laser. You push this button here, you can turn the laser on. And you notice that laser is a little bit below the center of the crosshair. There is an adjustment for that as well. With an Allen wrench, the laser's right here, and an Allen wrench will adjust the laser to the exact position you want it. This is a doe at 275 yards on a real hazy night. And I put this clip in here to show the reticle illuminator. You can illuminate the reticle with this rheostat control knob on the side of the scope. The reticle illumination is powered by a CR2032 battery. Here's another coyote. And I've seen about enough coyotes, I'm ready to get this thing mounted on a rifle. So I got it all mounted up on it.